Dear students, now let us come to 8th standards social science chapters. The first chapter is sources in history section. Before going to the lesson, we should know about the social science. Now the question is, what is social science? What it deals? Social science deals with certain social aspects, certain societies aspects or informations. Therefore, the name is social science. It studies the day-to-day activities of man in the past. Therefore, history is the record of the past. History is the record of the past. Now, the social science in 8th standard, there are 6 sections are there under social science. Which are the 6 categories of this social science? First, I already told, that is history. It's not his story, history. The next section is political science. Third section or category is sociology. Next, geography. Another one is economics. The last one is business studies. See here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 categories are there in 8th social science. First is history. History is the record of the past. Who is the father of history? Do you know? The father of history was Herodotus. Herodotus was the father of history. History is the record of past events. Yes, now come to the second category, that is political science. What is political science? Who is the father of political science? This is the primary question related to this second section, namely political science. Political science is a science. It studies about state or nation. State or nation. Here state or nation means about Karnataka and about India. The subject matter of political science is election commission, parliament, state government, central government, then UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, Supreme Court, High Court, all these comes under this political science. Herodotus was the father of history. Who is the father of political science? It is none other than Aristotle. Yes, Aristotle was the father of political science. Now, the third category, that is sociology. What is sociology? Society. Who is the father of this sociology? What is the subject matter of sociology? What is sociology? 3 questions are there.
Study of society.
Yes, very good. Society means, sociology means society. It studies about society. According to a famous sociologist, MacIver, he told sociology is a web of social relationship. Sociology is a web of social relationship. Therefore, it studies society, about our customs, norms, rules, regulations, food habit, dress pattern, totally our lifestyle. It studies about our lifestyle. Our means throughout India and also outside India. It studies, it comes under sociology. The father of sociology is which Comte? Good. August. It's not month. Auguste Comte. Auguste Comte was the father of sociology. Next, geography. Geo means earth. Geography studies, the subject matter of geography is about the earth. Ionosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, then different types of rocks, currents, counter currents, tides, counter tides. These are all the subject matter of this geography. Next one, economics. Sorry, who is the father of geography? That is who? Ptolemy. Ptolemy is the father of geography. Next, economics. The father of economics is Adam Smith. Adam Smith, not Goldsmith. It is Adam Smith was the father of economics. Economics studies about the financial condition of our nation or of a nation. Then international trade, budget, etc. are the subject matter of this economics. Business studies, last one, last but not least. Business studies. The very name indicates that it studies about business. Studies about business. Yes, now students, these are the 6 sections we shall study in our 8th standard. Yes, now come to our first lesson in history, that is source. Source means what? What is a source? How can you define source? Before going to that question, you know what is a history? It is the record of past. Without the past information, we can't write any history. That is not history. If you write without certain proofs or informations, it is totally mystery, totally confusion. Therefore, history is the record of the past. For those means for that records, we need proofs, informations, factors, etc. Therefore, without sources, no history. According to some historians are like an advocate. Historians are like an advocate. Why? Because advocates, their main profession is taking different types of civil or criminal cases and giving just or justice to the needed. Advocates, these lawyers or advocates, they collect information, then proofs, and they study all these informations, proofs, how? Critically they study their informations, proofs related to their case. In the same way, historians are also collect different types of informations, different types of proofs, and critically they should study. Critically means here scientifically they should collect all these sources or informations, proofs, and then they can write history. Then only it is true history. Two periods are there in history: prehistoric period and a historical period. What is the difference between the two? In a prehistoric period, there is no proper written records for that history. Therefore, it is called prehistoric period. What is a historic period? In that period, man learned the art of writing. He started to write, collect information, proofs, and wrote in a particular thing, whether it is in stone or a rock or wall, etc. Therefore, it is called historical period. For historical period, for the history of historical period, we have informations or proofs. Therefore, historians are called, they are like an advocates. Now, the source is here very important to write history. For example, without sources, we can't imagine historical matters. Through assumptions, different perspectives, they wrote history or historical events. That is history. Therefore, now history is the record of the past. It depends, that record depends sources. Now, what is the source? The first question is, what is source? Source means, if the things used by human beings, in the past have remained, it is called source. Source means, if the things used by the people in the past, if they remained, adu ulididdare, if they remained, it is called sources. There are different types of sources: written sources, oral sources, archaeological sources, etc. Now, written documents are the sources. Written documents are the real sources. These written documents are the real sources. Now, the materials needed to write history are the primary sources. The materials needed to write history is called the primary sources. Primary sources. Now these primary sources can be divided into two types. How? Literary sources, and archaeological sources. Archaeological sources. Primary sources divided into two types, literary sources and archaeological sources. Now, literary sources, there are two types in these literary sources. The first one is written source, written in the form of writing, written sources, and another one is oral sources. Oral sources. Primary sources divided into two types, literary source and archaeological source. Literary sources are further divided into written sources and oral sources. Next, this written literature is further divided into native literature, and foreign literature. Native literature and foreign literature. Now the second primary section is archaeological sources. Archaeological sources are, which are the archaeological sources? That is coins, inscriptions, then monuments, and fourth one, other ruins. These are the different types of archaeological sources: coins, inscriptions, monuments, and other ruins. These are all the sources to write history. Dear students, today we discussed all these things. The gist or summary of today's lesson is: what is history? Who is the father of history? Herodotus. What are the different sections of social science? History, political science, sociology, geography, economics and business study. And I already told the subject matter and further of the different sections of this social science. Next, about sources. After introducing about sources, I told the meaning of sources. The sources, classification of sources is, first one is the main source is primary source. Primary source is further divided into two types, literary and archaeological sources. Literary sources once again further divided into written and oral sources. In written sources there are two types, native literature and foreign literature. The archaeological sources are coins, inscriptions, monuments and other ruins. Yes, today we stop our class. Now, myself, I am Narayan Naik, your social science teacher, Sai Ram.